All right. So this is the Chef Knight family. Chef Knight's son wants pizza. Chef Knight needs to go get pizza from dungeon. WASD to move, or I could use controller, because that's what I have. Should I use WASD? Maybe I should use it and get used to it. Oh, boy. Looks like it's an auto shooter, like an automatic game, like Vampire Survivors. It has Steam Deck support and a big part of the store page, so a controller might be preferable. It seems like it works pretty well. Oh shit, I'm out of time. Oh shit, all right. I got 3 mushrooms. Well, sorry, kid. we don't have pizza. We have mushrooms. So you have to put ingredients in the pot and you can sell food. So I can make a mushroom soup. Cool. How many? I can make 3 of these. Oh fuck! I didn't realize the game was gonna be like this. Can we change to stone makia instead? That's your fault for not doing research. And sell them. Can I set the price? Cool. All right. That's all I have. I don't have any more food. I have 1 recipe. Okay, now I can do. I got $5. Base damage by 1. Oh hell yeah! All right. Attack. Increase attack cone range. Yep. I need 5 coins. Cool. All right. So let me just go get some more food. Now I got more cones. Fungal foyer. You're in the wrong category. I'll fix it. Chef Knight. There are 11 followers of this game. They're about to all have a freak out moment. All right, here we go. I gotta get more things in the cone like that. Yep, that's how you do it. Alert, alert. He's playing Chef Knight. I didn't pick it up. Hit it! No! Gimme. I still think of that Hello Neighbor stream. I'm so glad it had a lasting appeal on you. I'm glad it had an impact on you. Okay, let me get... enemies now respawn. No, definitely base damage. Damage all the way. And then we'll take the respawn now. I'm kind of vibing with this game right now. I think it's cool. I'm curious how wild it gets. The Steam trailer looked kind of crazy. What did I get, 5? I got 8 mushrooms this time. This game looks cute. It is. You guys don't give games a chance. You gotta wait past like the first tutorial zone. It's got incremental in the store's tag. Yeah, that sounds pretty sick to me. Idle games are some of my favorites. Dude, A Dark Room is up there as one of my favorite games. Can you make me laugh? My team didn't win today. What can I say? Definitely sell value. You kidding me? And cooking speed. I'm addicted to this game. I don't care. I'm playing this for like the next 12 days. And by 12 days, I mean like maybe an hour. Or maybe 3 hours. Something funny. Something to make you laugh. Something to make you smile. Are you a noise guy or are you a long-winded story guy? I probably should have asked that before doing that. That's my fault for not knowing what kind of content you were looking for there. All right, I'm getting what, 7 per sell now? Selling speed? Nah, I don't care about that. But yeah, definitely more time. And attack speed. All right, let's go. I'm gonna kill stuff. Does it despawn? Because if it doesn't despawn, then I'll collect things after like this. That was a really bad way to do this. Can we do a story time? I don't have a story. I wrote one of my dreams down a few nights ago. I was like, maybe I'll tell chat this one day. Dream story. All right, at the next break, I wrote down on my iPad. At the next break, I'll get it and I'll just redo word for word what it was and I'll try to describe what happened. That means you have to stick around for the next break, which is in about 55 minutes. So you want that? You'd have to stick around. Movement speed. In Biome 1, increase enemy spawn speed. Pickup range. Yeah. Enemy spawn amounts. This game is awesome. This is gonna be so fun. 55-minute wait for a toilet dream. I don't think a toilet is in the dream. I remember being kind of funny though, or at least thinking that you guys would think it was funny. There was something about it that made me go, oh yeah, they're definitely gonna think that's funny. Okay, I got 1 of these. You have a new task. Gather 15 ingredients in the fungal foyer. How do I say yes? Alright, maybe I do need more faster cooking time. Now I'm understanding why I need that. What's your idea of an average chatter? I see all of you as the little peepo guy. That doesn't matter. That's just what I see. That's plus 7 seconds to the timer whenever you open the door. That one costs the... Maybe I shouldn't do that yet. 50% more spawn rate? I want more damage. No, I'm spending it on that. Selling value, this one. Unlock treasure chests. That sounds kind of good. 100%. Yeah, now I'm going to make money. Cooking time increase. Let's go. Do I have to actually touch it? I imagine probably. There was an emerald in there. Excellent. There's so many people here. I need more damage. Look at this. This is ingredients I would definitely be able to have. I think I unlock another floor if I kill enough things. Hey, can I go watch Arrested Development instead? No. I'm sorry, I'm not allowing that. Wait, what season? The new season or the old one? The new, like, Netflix special series or the original series? Okay, so I can go down a floor. What about, yeah, more damage. 5 damage per hit. Cone range, yep. I used my emerald. Oh, fuck, this game might be kind of huge. Did you see how big that is? That's huge, guys. Cool, alright. Instant spawn chance? Yeah. I just got Elden Ringed. I kind of did. Alright, they're taking 1 hit and dying now. Wait till the next enemy shows up and it's going to take 5 hits of 5 damage and then we repeat that forever. I don't want to go down a floor yet. I'm not ready for that. Can we please get a hello, my name is Stir? Yeah. Hello? My name is Stir. I love how I'm doing an impression of him through... It's not even him doing it. It's me doing it in the game that I made him in. Maybe I'll play Tomodachi later. It's another way for me to make sure you guys stay. It's been a while. I'll check in on the island later. Maybe for like very, very end of the stream type stuff. Like 20 minutes. Very short. But yeah, I don't know how much more I'm going to play Tomodachi, like regularly. But it's fun to check in on it sometime. I definitely got everything I really wanted out of it. It was a wonderful experience. Definitely more time. More damage too. Higher cone. Spawn rate. Spawn rate. Instantly spawn when another enemy dies. Alright, I'm gonna be farming this place. Selling speed. Okay, cool. What else? Add 7 seconds to the timer. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, this is gonna be awesome. Should I go? Maybe I'll go down a floor. See what's down there. Oh wait, there's tomato monsters now, and there's a new blueprint. Yeah, nope. Alright, I get a new tomato. Shroom kebab. Unlocked. This is 2 mushrooms and 1 tomato, and it's worth 60 bucks. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that now. I'm just gonna get a bunch of tomatoes. Speed run to the next floor, and then get tomatoes. That hurts everybody when it opens. That's cool. Alright, more tomatoes. Come on. Okay, someone deliver a pancake to my house. I'm hungry. Deliver 1 pancake? Dude, what are you talking about? 1 pancake. Alright, how much are these worth? 60 each? That's pretty good. Alright, well now I'm gonna sell just regular mushroom. Okay, can I get workers? Where's the worker? Speed at which you cook things. Selling speed. Cooking speed. I'll do cooking speed, and then we'll do faster to get down to the next level. Max out. Selling. Oh, I should have done that before this. Oh my god. You can't drop shit, right? I think this is still economically better than doing the other one now. W? Yeah, I would say W. It's easier to use the mouse for this. Cooking speed? Yeah. By 1,000%. By 1,200%. Speed at which you deposit ingredients? Alright. I like this game a lot, actually. This is gonna be... I like it a lot. It's an incremental Vampire Survivors type game. But not that much like the last thing I just said. I need more damage. Seems cozy. It is very... I would call it cozy. If I was just gonna get regular mushrooms, I would have just stayed at level 1. Didn't get the chest. It's fine. What do I get for this reward? Ooh. You have a new task. Cook 40 dishes from the fungal foyer. Alright, go for it. It's kind of... This could turn into a Bogo's Binted... I mean, berry... Whatever the game is. Berry. Bogo's Binted Mention. I feel like this is gonna get out of hand real quick, and that's fun. There we go. 10 damage a swing. What is this one? 10% chance to do chain lightning. Cool. Sell value, definitely. More chest value. Let's go Bogo some, whatever. All these fake fans don't know what Bogo's Binted is. The meme, not the game. The game, not the meme. Wait, what do you mean? There's a meme for Bogo's Binted? Like a meme about the game. This dude's 70. I told you, I don't look at any of this shit. It's 10 years old. It's not about the game. I'm getting 120 per. That's pretty good. All right, kill 30 enemies. This is what it feels like to be old. The moment that I felt old, here's a story time for you. Oh, here comes the story time. We all love that. Look, did you see the number? It was 985. That's kind of huge. Selling speed. Yeah, I like that. I like that too. I like this. Let's get that BOGOs all the way up. Okay, story time. When I realized, so I was a huge, obviously Bloodborne is in my top 5 of all time for the previous few streams. When I realized that Bloodborne was getting old. Bloodborne started to kind of, and I'm no, Bloodborne, that was like a pretty recent From Software game. It's really good. Open up Bloodborne just on a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4. And it's a little crusty looking. It's kind of, it looks a little old. But it's that late stage old 3D. And it's weird to know that I felt the same way about Resident Evil 4 as well. Because I was like, why are they remaking Resident Evil 4? What's the point of that? And then you go look at Resident Evil 4 when it came out on the GameCube and the PS2 and you're like, wait, this is old, late 3D. It still looks incredibly well, but it's that older kind of, you can see the aliasing around a lot of shit, especially in Resident Evil 4. What the fuck? I like Resident Evil 4. Dude, I'm not even gonna give that a response. But I started to feel old when high quality 3D games that came out less than 20 years ago started to look their age. Because at the time, it was like, well, how is this gonna get better than this? This is like a 3D, open world shit, lots of polygons. But when a 3D game, you go back and look and go, wait, that actually does look like kind of older. That's where it hit me, is Resident Evil 4 and Bloodborne. More time is always good. Much faster floors. I just think the Xbox 360 games are the pinnacle of graphics. I actually have a video on my channel. It's an old TF2 gameplay commentary where I talk about how video games plateaued. And I specifically talk about that it feels like, can it really get that much better than where we are right now? And that was at the time, Bloodborne hadn't even come out yet. So here's the scary existential thought on this. If every time you think that thought, you think that thought again 10 years later. Oh, there's no way it can get better than this. Like, look at how great this is. It's like how could they even possibly go higher than this? 10 years go by, you go, well, it does look a little dated. What is left to do? Like, how much further do we actually go? Because every 10 years, it seems to play out that way. Or, somebody just said it, will it get worse? Will it just get worse? That's the real BOGO's Vinted thought that you should have tonight. It is getting worse. Unreal Engine 5 is worse. No one's going to be able to afford a computer in 5 years, so maybe graphics should get worse. You know, we talked about this a few days ago. I would love it if companies would just go back and spend money on making games in, like, the PlayStation 2 graphics era. Like, I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Tons of people in the indie scene already do that, but, like, Ubisoft hasn't. I'm not telling you I want Ubisoft to make that, because I feel like it would be... You know what, I'm not going to go there. This is a chill stream. But he said, please, this is too deep. Can you go back to doing Tom Hanks' impression? Look, Tom Hanks does serious roles too. Okay? Can you take damage? Alright, I'm getting a ton of tomatoes this time. Perfect. Can I get that chest? I'm not going down. I want to do tomato farm, and that's it. But it is a little weird getting older. And I'll tell you, here's another little thing for you to think about. I have spent, at least from my perspective, my whole adult life, effectively, my whole, like, later adult life, has been broadcast. Has been this videos, footage of hundreds of them, thousands of them. My entire adult life has kind of been played out in front of you all. In a way. At least like what I show you, what I'm showing you. And it's weird to think that as I do get older, I don't know. I don't know how weird it will get into my mid-40s, into my late 40s. Adult child actor. Adult, that's like old Tim and Eric type shit. All right, I'm doing chain lightning. Sell value. All right, now we start making some real. So I'm gonna go down to the 3rd floor. Tim and Eric mentioned. Yo, okay, I've watched a little Tim and Eric recently. That shit holds up pretty well. It was still. I was like, holy shit, this is funny. They used to do the old infomercial routine, and they did it better than anybody else. Period. I love infomercials, and Tim and Eric always had super realistic infomercial weird shit, and that no one has done that parody better than they did. Yeah, you can say Tim and Eric, half of the episode of Tim and Eric goes something like this. I love my show! Show, I love my show! With like lights all over the place. But the other half of the show is really, really thoughtful, actually very, very fun comedy. I think you should leave is better. I think you should leave is also a good show. But I don't think anybody will be able to nail the 2 a.m. public access old television like they did. So many people have tried to do that. So many people have continued to do it. And I just think they did it the best out of anybody, period. And then you get to Dr. Steve Brule, John C. Reilly. It's still one of my favorite shows of all time. That's probably in the top 10. If I were to do a television show and movie tier list, that's up there probably in the top 20. I put poison in your sandwiches to slow you down a little. I was gonna mount your heads on the wall. But Mom, we'd be dead. But you'd be here. It's a fucking great show, man. Doris Pringle Brule, yeah. This is Doctor to Doctor. I'm your Uncle Jerry. No, no, not Jerry. It's Gary. Jerry. No, Gary with a G. I'm your Uncle Gary. I do magic. I know I'm saying random references to that show, but if you know it, you know it, and it's just so funny. You start, I'll interrupt. Do you know that you can go down further? Yeah. I'm trying to get 20K. Don't tell me anything about how I'm making money, all right? God, I love references, especially when I get them. I know. Mate, you gotta go to the 3rd floor, mate. I know, I'm working. People keep telling me to watch Twin Peaks, and I don't even know what that is. So, congratulations, you're here we go. Unlock the rolling pin. Ooh, I want that. 20% more attack damage, base damage. All right, I'm going to floor 3. It's really good. Also, Kathy Mitchell is in an episode of Tim and Eric during a Steve Brule segment. Or it might even be one of the Steve Brule episodes. I think it was a Tim and Eric segment, though. John C. Reilly got to actually do a comedy routine with Kathy Mitchell. I'm so unbelievably jealous, you have no idea. It's like, oh, this is horse, right? Should I show it? All right, we're gonna watch it in a second. We'll do a react watch along. Let me get it. It's so funny. Yeah. Steve Brule, Kathy Mitchell. It's for like a panini press or something. Yeah, making paninis. Okay, this is like 15p. I need something better than this. Here's the full version. All right, well, this is, okay. The one I found is like 1080p. I mean, like 180p. Oh, wait, no, this one's better. I think they all like this. Why are they all such low quality? They're all so low quality. Hold on. Let me find one that's the only one. There's only like one of these. That's it. Well, we're gonna watch the low quality one. It's 240p. Well, oh well. Okay.
Hi, Kathy Mitchell here in the kitchen with a brand new exciting product called the Griddleman. And I have a friend to help me introduce it to you from Channel 5 News, Dr. Steve Brule. Have you ever bought a panini at a restaurant?
A fucking propane tank.
What's a panini?
A panini's a sandwich.
Well, then why did you call it a panini?
Well, panini is Italian, I think. It means grilled in Italian.
What's Italian?
That's a country in Europe. It looks like a boot, kind of shaped.
Like a cowboy boot.
Kinda. Let's make you a sandwich. You want to hand me one of those spatulas over there? The purple one.
They're all yellow.
The purple spatula. Here, I'll get it.
Oh, that
one. Yeah, okay. How about some meat? You like turkey?
Who you calling turkey?
And then you can add whatever you like, your own little touches. You like pickles or...
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Let's put some pickles.
All right. Those are olives. You like olives?
Okay.
Okay. We need to put a little of this grease on it, though.
What type of animal does the grease come from?
Well, this is horse.
It's horse
Sounds
grease.
expensive.
Go ahead and brush it right on there. There you go. Very good. Very good. And now we're ready to go. We'll just lay that sandwich right on there. Do you like sandwiches? Have you had a panini before?
Or a cowboy boot.
Okay, and we're going to close the lid. That sandwich is going to be ready in about 5 seconds.
Oh, Kathy.
Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing?
Kathy, I can't wait. I have to take a bite of this panini.
All right, well, be real careful because it's hot.
I think I burned my tongue.
Oh, maybe just a little bit at the edges.
Excuse me. It smells like horse.
The best part is like, oh, these are all yellow. Okay, well, no, the spatula. Oh, man. Kathy Mitchell.
Oh, was that?
Okay, that sandwich. You want to hand me one of those spatulas over there? The purple one.
They're all yellow.
The purple spatula.
It's being so confident and being so wrong. It's so funny. Oh, what a good show. Yeah, this is from Tim and Eric. Tim and Eric was like a true variety show because they would just do some of the stuff was just annoying too. I feel like they did that on purpose though. I feel like half of that show was they were just being annoying on purpose. But that show holds up. It does. I've watched a lot. Bob Odenkirk is in that show a lot. Bob Odenkirk was a big part of, I think those guys' like career. Dude, Bob Odenkirk is responsible for so much shit that you guys don't even know what he's responsible for. Mr. Show, like him and David Cross are responsible for so much. I didn't even go to the 3rd floor. All right, I gotta start playing. He made the van down by the river skit for. Oh yeah, he wrote the Chris Farley sketch. That van down by. Yeah, he was so influential, and he still is influential. He's probably in the top 20 of I think comedians that influenced comedy. Tons of those old SNL skits. His own variety show, tons of like little acts that he kind of found and pushed up to the front that you now know. They brought Mr. Show back for a little bit. Isn't Tom Kenny on Mr. Show? The voice of SpongeBob? I'm telling you, this goes deep. You don't have any idea, guys. But yeah, Tim and Eric was so much fun. It's kind of a show like that can't really ever exist again because I feel like anybody that tries to do a show like that, at least nowadays, I feel like it'd be hard to do that. Because that formula, it's like, you have to have that formula down. And I feel like it can be seen as sort of cringe nowadays of trying to do that now. Yeah, like people like, I know, like, you know, I think you should leave is a good one. Ooh, we got eggs now. We're making pies. Nathan, for you, did a lot of that too. All right, this is gonna be, wait. Yeah, this is gonna be big money. Have I seen The Room by Tommy Wiseau? Oh, come on, man, absolutely. I've seen that a dozen times. Whitest Kids You Know? Absolutely. Dude, I'm gonna I'll throw you one more. Kids in the Hall. Dude, let's go back even further. Monty Python. There were some great comedy teams, comedy troops. There's not really even any more. Are there any more comedy troops anymore that do that shit? Not really. I feel like it's like YouTube. Fucking 5G internet, 4G internet ruined the world. I'm telling you. Upright Citizens Brigade. Okay, Upright Citizens Brigade is more of a kind of like a comedy farm system in baseball terms. I don't know how influential Upright Citizens Brigade is now though. Will it drop out? Yeah, the old college humor. That's true. That's true. You're right. Dropout is doing that. It's definitely not SNL anymore. It just isn't. SNL used to feel like it was... I don't know. SNL used to feel like it was a troupe. It doesn't hit the same anymore. It just doesn't. I've tried to watch it recently, and I'm just like, it's I like the Weekend Updates. Actually, the Weekend Update has been all right. I've seen a handful of Weekend Updates over the last handful of years, and they were all right. I laughed at some of the jokes. But I think the sketches on SNL are just very bad now. I have to just be honest. Once in a while, one will come along that I go, oh, actually, that was pretty clever. I like that one. But I don't know. I feel like at this point, the SNL format of everybody, we have to get a fucking live show ready in a week for a whole season is, I don't know. I just feel like, can you really... There's a new British SNL? I've never heard of it. It is stale, but I don't even know how you make it not stale. Because I feel like a lot of the stuff that made the old SNL super funny and interesting, to me at least, was most people that were on SNL from the 70s all the way through the mid-90s became monster powerhouse celebrity comedians. That's not really happening anymore. The star power from SNL is not really coming from SNL. Most of the good, huge comedy stars of that, of like 20, 30 years, came from SNL. SNL really was sort of a comedy farm system. You would be on SNL and then, oh my god, this guy, oh, this girl is fucking insanely talented. They're so funny. They're gonna have a huge comedy, movie, and TV career. Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, David Spade, going back like Will Ferrell, Kate McKinnon. I'm thinking of like these monster powerhouses. Like Kevin Nealon, Norm Macdonald, Kristen Wiig. Like they were monster popular after, and they were really funny. Phil Hartman, Chris Kattan. I could name you a dozen or more people from the last, like as of like 2005, 2008. Tina Fey, Eddie Murphy especially. Anna Gasteyer. Are you kidding me? Molly Shannon. I cannot name that. Don't hit the same. Doesn't hit the same. I don't think of a name from the last 10 to 15 years and go, holy shit. Bill Hader. Somebody said Bruce Lee. Chris Rock. Yeah, you could pull any of the old cast from 20 years ago. That's a stack. Bruce Lee was there? Really? Mike Myers, Will Ferrell. Yeah, there's just, you could pull any of them out of there. And there's some that I haven't said that I'm like, I can't believe I probably forgot about them. There's probably a dozen. All right, I'm gonna save the money because I want to go up here. It's 100K, holy shit. I want the rolling pin. All right, I'm prioritizing getting down another layer. I want to go down like 2 layers. You a fan of Bo Burnham? Bo Burnham was awesome. He was. Bo Burnham did that live show, and it was so well put together. I did not see it live, but there was you could watch it. It was like a whole special. But I think, you know what, comedy has gotten a little fragmented with the rise of YouTube and TikTok, and we're not all watching the same shit anymore. So look at this stream right now. A shitload of you are here right now. There's like 10,000 people here right now. I bet you, in a bunch of circles, no one's even fucking heard of me. Period. I am not as famous as you might think I could be. Or popular. Maybe right here in this space, in this house. That's correct. But everything's become so fragmented. There's so many different things, so many different areas of the internet, and that it's just hard to get... Everybody sat in front of the TV when Will Ferrell was doing his, you know, I drive a Dodge Stratus. I drive a Dodge Stratus. Like, every single person in America was watching that. That's not the case anymore. Will Ferrell would be on a stream right now with like 6,000 people on it. Notice how I made it so he had less viewers than me. I didn't intend to do that. He thinks he's a better streamer than Will Ferrell. No, I don't. I don't think I'm a better streamer than Will Ferrell. But it isn't. Even go further back. Whoa, that's cool. How high can I go? It's got a centipede. Vinny's stream may as well be today's Conan show for me. Yeah. No, that makes total sense. There's a lot of people doing stuff, so there's a lot of people going and watching it that wouldn't... Think of the radio. Back when the radio, everyone sat and listened to the same, you know, oh, it's done. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the war of the world. It's me. Here we go. And people thought that aliens were invading. Because everyone listened to the same broadcast, and people were like, what the fuck? We're being invaded by aliens. I'm gonna save the money. Yeah, the original broadcast of War of the Worlds, where aliens are invading Earth, is the whole play. It's Orson Welles, right? Not Orson Welles. He's just up there forever, rent-free. No, wait. It is Orson Welles. It absolutely was Orson Welles. What am I talking about? Yeah, they did a broadcast. And it was the War of the Worlds, and they played it out like, oh, and ladies and gentlemen, if you look out your window, the spaceships are landing, and little green men are stepping out and out of the vehicle. People were listening to this, and they thought it was really happening. There were, like, tons of police calls, massive issues. Like, people thought this was really happening because it was on the radio, and everybody listened to the same station. That's a myth. It was real. I was there. It's an urban legend. Okay, well, whatever. It's still, my point was that everybody listened to the same shit, and everybody was, the whole zeitgeist was on a handful of things that everybody all agreed. So it's just so difficult now to get everybody onto the same shit. And I think that's why SNL is really doesn't really have that much power anymore in the grand scheme of things, is because of that. Zeitgeist? That's a word. Orcish omelet. That's 10,000 gold for one of these? Okay. We're making only these. Alright, I want to go get eggs. It's an egg run. Why is your chat so uneducated? I didn't say that, but yeah, Why are you saying that? Jerma sounds uneducated. Why? Why are you throwing this back at me? I didn't even say that. I'm just reading what that guy said. Don't throw this back at me. We were having a conversation about the fragmented and tribal nature of where comedy has gone over and media in general over the last 20 years. I didn't say that. Were you even listening to the... You probably just got here. I'm probably more educated than the person that just said that. Dude, we're not playing Am I More Educated Than You? No. You want to start a fucking problem? Tell somebody how much more educated you are than them. Yeah, you know what? You probably are more educated than me. I had like a 2.6 GPA. Yeah, I graduated high school, graduated college. Best and worst subject? I mean, all of them. It depended on when I felt like trying. I want this rolling pin. This is getting expensive down here. Yeah, I want to go down floors. You're the first streamer that graduated? No, that's not even true. That is so not true. That is the most... There's plenty of streamers have graduated high school and college. You didn't graduate? Oh my god. Whatever. If the one guy, Andy, that thinks I didn't graduate high school. And they're just rage baiting me. That's fine. Put that guy in detention. Dude, I actually really like this game. I might play this game off stream unironically and get to the max level and just sit there with my mouth open. This is exactly my kind of game. Is this on iPad? Tell me this is on iPad. Is it? That'd be cool. Yeah, this is it'd be a great Steam Deck game too. Like you were just saying earlier. Alright, give me the egg. Can I, yeah. I can make a ton of these now. I bet you automate this eventually too. Can you stream the beer app? What is the beer app? Oh, the thing where you drink the beer with the iPad? Dude, is it 2011? What year is it? That's one of the original iPad apps. Alright, I'll be back. I'll take a break. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. And I might move on to the stone game. Either that or... I'm not going to tell you what the other option is because I feel like people are going to be like, oh my god, please just do that. We'll see. We'll see if I just... You know what? We'll see. This game was sick, though. I'm going to play this off stream. I'm going to play the hell out of it. That was Chef Night. It was a good one. It was fun, and we talked about comedy. I'll be right back. I'm back. And I also have the dream. Now I know why it was specifically what you guys would be interested in this. Because it was a stream dream. It was a dream about a stream that was happening and a stream that was going to happen. I think you'll like it. I'll go. Okay, here we go. So, The notes are all over the place, but I'm going to try to kind of slowly read and piece the story together. I remember it a little bit, but it's vague. I did write most of it down. So I apparently was doing a charity stream. I kind of, you know, dream logic, how it just kind of starts and you're just implanted, you spawned into a certain spot. I was in the middle of a charity stream, or like I was about to start a charity stream. Okay. So apparently I was showering. I was in the shower, but like not on stream. I took like a BRB to go take a shower before the stream. So like the stream was live with a BRB screen like this. This is when I'm just telling you, this is how I spawned into the world. Stream was live, BRB screen. I was about to start a charity stream, but I was like, oh, I got to take a shower. So I went to go take a shower and I was showering, and then somebody came to the door. I was like, what the fuck? Well, somebody's at the door. Doorbell rings, okay? Oh my God, I got to get out of the shower. I'm currently streaming right now too. I'm not like ready for this. So I turn the shower off. I get out of the shower and I'm like naked and I need to find clothes. And there's somebody at the door, and this person had to do with the stream. I was apparently going to stream with this person. They looked like a firefighter. I don't know why they were, but it becomes pretty clear why they were. So I was going to do some charity stream, I guess. This guy was outside for like 10 minutes. I was running around looking for clothes. Fuck, dude. My hair's so wet. I can't. Guy's just like kind of pacing around outside. And it's like, fuck, dude, I can't, like, the stream is still live. I have to like tell the stream is going to be like 10 minutes. I got to go tell this guy it's going to be a few minutes. Like, hey, dude, I'm like kind of showering. Like, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I don't know. How am I going to communicate this? So eventually, I finally get to the door. So I get clothes on, get to the door. What the fuck is this? He said, oh, don't worry about it. He thought it was because I had an allergy monitor? What does that mean? Like, I'm allergic to something and like it's okay because I have an allergy. And like that's why it took me so long, because I was like having like an allergic reaction to something. I have no idea. Wait, because okay. So anyways, he comes in. All right, come on in. And what followed this guy was 20 plus high school kids. I was like, oh, what is going on? What do you mean? Why are there 20 high school kids here? I was like, what the fuck's going on? The guy starts explaining the process. It's a system where they count down and all the kids just run amok in your house and smash and break everything and swipe a bunch of stuff. It's a core concept of the company. I was like, we are not, how do I say I'm not doing this? Right? Like right now, there's people that showed up at my place of residence, ready to do a core concept of this, which is part of some kind of a big charity stream. I'm thinking, I'm a streamer. I'm streaming right now. You guys are you can't just take my shit. Like you're gonna smash up I'm live right now. You're gonna smash my computer up. That's all I could think about was they're gonna take the computer. They're gonna smash up my whole house. So I said, trying to downplay everything, hey, I don't know if we're gonna do that. Realizing how much work it was to coordinate this many people was giving me anxiety. I said, is there anything else we could do? He said, no, not really, looking incredibly disappointed. All of the kids started getting really disappointed. So I started contemplating just spending like thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars to send them all on a field trip to do something different. I didn't care how much money it was going to cost. I did not want to be the bad guy of my stream, of my dream. So I was like thinking, can I just drop like, maybe I can drop like 30 grand and send them all to Six Flags or something. Or like what movie's out right now? Finally, they all start piling into a car. No deal is made. And I look like a total fucking out of touch asshole. The whole time the stream is on BRB. Where is he? Oh my God, did he fall in? I can't believe this. So I had to get in front of this. I had to sit down and tell everybody what happened, like what I'm doing right now, as if it was real. And that's when I woke up. I was sitting there going, I got to get in front of this. Because like all these high school kids that were about to like smash up my house and like break a bunch of shit, they're all going to probably go on social media and be like, dude, this guy's a fucking, what a dweeb. What an absolute tool this guy is. He signs up to do this whole thing, this whole like charity thing. And it's like, yeah, we smashed it. That's the whole point. I thought he knew this. But then again, how do you even make that seem like okay? Because they had baseball bats, they had bats, they had all kinds of weapons. Wait, you're on a BRB now? Yeah. Yeah, they were absolutely, they were totally geared out. And I don't know why the guy was in a firefighter. I feel like he was in a firefighter costume because it was about to get like dangerous and stuff was gonna break, and he needed to be like in gear. Well, none of the high school kids were in gear. I mean, they had bats, but they were just wearing regular clothes. This guy was like prepared. It's not a costume. But like in my dream, he was in a costume. It's a uniform. Yes, it's a uniform, but in my dream, this guy was wearing, this guy was not a firefighter. It is a costume if you're putting it on, but you're not doing the job. The guy was wearing, he's not a firefighter. He was putting it on, I guess, to like protect himself from the kids smashing stuff. This guy was not a firefighter. What if he was? No, the dream had told me this guy was just a guy that was here. This was not a firefighter. I think this means you have to do this. No. All right. The next game we're going to play, I'm about to make a lot of people very, very happy. You're going to get so excited over this. Get hype. Get excited. Because the next game coming up is going to be Lego Batman, the new one. I'm just going to try it. I'm not guaranteeing it's going to be like a 10-episode playthrough. I just want to try it. And then maybe I'll play Tomodachi for like 20 minutes. Maybe if you're good.